Hello, everybody. I'm back with another podcast, and today I'm going to be talking about, just stuff that's happened throughout the time that I was gone. I wasn't able to make podcasts. A lot of things were going on in my life, but I was listening to some of the old podcasts that I uploaded, and one of them that came to mind was the incident with me and Justin. Me and Justin were talking about who we were going to take to Banquet and how we were going to ask them, why we were asking them, and it turns out he was asking a girl and I wasn't. Let's go ahead and discuss what happened there. So everything was good. Everything was the same plan up until Christmas. I went to San Antonio for a vacation, and in San Antonio, I was at SeaWorld, and when I was at SeaWorld, I was watching these dolphins jump out of the water. It was beautiful. And I get the text from the chick that Justin was going to ask, and she's like, hey, I don't want Justin to take me. I'd be much happier if you took me, because we were flirting back and forth and stuff. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to do that to him. And she's like, well, please, come on, please. And I'm like, fine, okay. So I told Justin. Justin was mad. We had a 2-3 hour long argument over text, and then it ended up with him blocking me, and we didn't speak until the end of the summer. But anyways, I asked her with a donut box, even though she doesn't like donuts. I put candy inside. I said, do not say no to me asking you to Banquet. She said yes, of course. And I went and I picked her up. That's a lie. I didn't pick her up. Her dad didn't let me at first, and then my dad drove me to the hotel in downtown Wichita that we were meeting at, because the banquet's at the Petroleum Club. So anyways, we were taking pictures at this hotel with a bunch of other freshmen, sophomores, and one other junior squad. But anyways, we were talking, and then all of a sudden her dad comes up to me. He's like, hey, you can drive her if you're really safe and use turn signals and stop at every stop sign and stop light. I'm like, yeah, see, that would be great, but I didn't bring my car because you said I wasn't going to drive her. So Dad said I'm not going to drive so we could save gas, and it's just a waste of gas if we go there and back and there and back. Like, it's just a waste of gas. He went, oh, that must suck. I'm like, yeah, it does. So I gave my dad a little bit of an earful, not much though, not completely, a lot. But I did that, and I gave her corsage. She gave me my boutonniere. She stuck the pin into me. That freaking hurt. But she doesn't know that. She thinks she only stuck me like I got up and a needle stuck me at Banquet. Nah, she actually stuck me when she first put the boutonniere on, but I didn't tell her that, which is actually kind of funny because she does not know. But anyways, we were talking at Banquet, and so my date, she has a friend, and her friend brought an outside friend, which means she's not from our school. So she brought her friend, yet she sat on the other side of the table. So it's a long table, and there's 8 chairs going down, and I had all my buddies on the right side and all her buddies on the left side. Okay, so nobody else. Actually, that's not true. One other person at my table had a date, and his name was Job. I'll say his name because he's probably going to be on a podcast here later soon. But he had a date, and that was cool because I was the one that convinced him to get a date. It was pretty funny the way he asked her, but that's for a different episode. Anyways, so Job was over here, and then Zach Jones. You guys have already heard of him, and then Alex Peterjohn. Yeah, Alex Peterjohn. He was here. He was next, and then Zach Jones was on my right. On my left, of course, is my date, and then her friends going down the row. And then on the other side of the table, like directly across, because I was on the very edge like a king would be. On the other side is the outside date. We're going to refer to her as that, the outside date. So we were all talking, and the stupid thing was that my date's friend, she brought an outside date, and she would get up and walk around to where my date was, and they would just continually talk. Like, my date didn't want that, my date said that it was supposed to be a night where me and her got to talk and got to converse a little more, and it was supposed to be that type of night. But that didn't happen at all. Which originally, I know what you guys are probably thinking. Why didn't you just get a different seat? Why didn't you just not sit by her? We did. We tried that, and then my date's friend talked to the person who organized the entire thing and got her to put her at our table, which is actually, it makes me mad. We were supposed to have a 6-person table, like a regular 6-person round table, and then she did that, and now we had an 8-person table, and that actually made me mad. And it was just annoying because we had this all planned out, and I don't like last minute changes, like that big of a change like that. We were supposed to sit with some actual cool people. Nah, that didn't happen at all. So, not that my friends and her friends aren't cool. I'm just saying, the cool people of the school, we were supposed to sit more by them, and it didn't happen. So, anyways, that was pretty much the night. I mean, we kept talking, played a couple games that were stupid. It was like a guessing game for different athletes and musicians and that kind of stuff. We got our food. And gentlemen, you'll probably know this if you have any sort of manners, but when you're at some formal event and you get your food and there are women present, you stand until the women sit down. So we were doing that, and all the women got back to the table except for one. And it wasn't my date's friend who was being annoying. It was another one. And she's like, I'm sorry, I was getting, dessert. I'm like, you don't need dessert. Oh, my gosh, just sit down, please. I was thinking that in my head. I gave her a rough time for it later in the school year, but that's just funny. So we stood there for about 5 minutes waiting for her, and we all looked retarded. But yeah, I mean, overall it was a fun night. And then after Banquet, we went to a buddy's house, and we played Mission Impossible, which isn't as fun. It's fun, but it isn't as cool as you think it would be. When I say Mission Impossible, you guys probably think of lasers and escape room type stuff. Nah, it wasn't that at all. It was literally just hay bales, a lot of hay bales, and they had a forklift, and then they would raise somebody up in that lift with a spotlight, and they would shine the spotlight around, and you had to go and get your ticket punched underneath the spotlight. So it's like a sneaky stealth game, and we all changed out of our Banquet attire and got into more athletic stuff. But it was fun, but it also wasn't fun, It was a weird night. A lot of rumors were surfaced then. I don't know if I'm going to share said rumors yet, but it was just a crazy night, and it was a really fun time. So that's just one thing that's happened to me. Another thing that happened, like I said in the update, is I decided not to go National Guard. I decided to go Marines. And let's talk about that for a little bit. So originally I was going to go into the National Guard, and then I met this guy at church named Sean. And Sean is a poolie, or polie, whatever he says it as. And he was talking about how if I wanted to, I should join, I need to join. He didn't give me a choice in the fact. He went, you're joining the Marines. I went, no, I'm not. See, because I'm out of shape. I've been trying to get in shape, and I just have no luck with that. So he says, okay, we're going to church camp tomorrow, right? I'm like, yeah, we are. And this is during the summer, by the way. He goes, okay, fine. Everywhere we go at church camp, you're going to sprint. If we're not doing something, we're running to every place we go. If we're not running, we're running. Do you understand? I went, yes, and we did that, and I weighed 238, almost 240 going into church camp. I came out at 233, which is awesome, and then we just kept going from there. We didn't stop. We just kept getting stuff, getting more stuff. We just kept working out. We met each other every day, and we kept working out and doing stuff. It was actually really entertaining and really fun. And I don't know why I didn't do it before, but doing all this, getting in shape really helped me, and I thought that was amazing. So like I cannot wait for to see where this goes, because at the end of the summer I was, like I said, like 238, 240. Now, month and a half later, I'm 215. That's insane, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy. But I owe it all to him because he's amazing, and I cannot wait for what the future holds for me and like getting in shape. So then after that, we went to the Marine recruiting office, and which is funny because we were supposed to be at Petco, and he goes, "No, we're not going to Petco. You're going to go to these directions." And then he gave me directions, and I went there. It was the Marine recruiting office. Well, this dude had me in there for about 2 hours talking to Marine recruiters, asking questions and everything, and they pretty much convinced me to join the Marines, which I'm okay with now. And they said the Army won't let you join if you have asthma, which I have asthma. It's not severe asthma like it used to be. It's quite like better now, but like for real, it was crazy just how like much you learn about them, because the Marines are the elite of the elite. And I said one of the issues with me leaving after high school is I want to go to college, I want to get an education. The only problem is I don't have money to pay for that education. He's like, look no further, Marines, if you make boot camp, if you graduate from boot camp and you continue as an active duty member, you will get full everything, 100% paid, 100% everything. Your house, your insurance, your food, and your education, 100% paid for active duty. On top of that, you get paid like $2,000 to $3,000 every month just for being in the service. And you get promoted fast. Like you're in boot camp, you're getting paid $1,000 each month. You get paid again and again and again, and you get promoted after you graduate. A month after you graduate, you get promoted, and then a year after your graduation, you get promoted. And then from there, you just have to earn the ranks, and it comes with a higher paycheck every time. And that's not even including your OSET, I forgot what is OCS or whatever, your occupation in the Marines. Sorry if I butchered that, by the way. I forgot the acronym, but your occupation in the Marines. Like, I'm planning on being a mechanic. So, like, that would make more money. That'd make more money than I had. Okay? So, that's a good occupation. It's either that or sniper or infantry. Those three. So, anyways, I was talking to the recruiter. He like gave me all this information, all this pamphlet, this book, this folder, and he said, take this home, talk to your parents, and we'll ask questions later. So that's pretty much at the stage that I'm at now. I'm trying to figure out questions that I could ask Staff Sergeant Crouch. I'm job shadowing him next Wednesday, which would be September 18th, and I'm going to be following him to schools, talking to kids about Marines and the type of work we do, and after that he said he's going to have a workout for me. I'm like, well, that's great. So I'm just excited to, get out there and get in better shape. And the one thing I like about the Marines that I didn't like about the Army, to join the Army, to enlist in the Army, you know how much you have to, how much you have to weigh at 5'11"? You have to weigh 195 at a maximum. Okay, for the Marines, just to enlist, you have to weigh 221 at 5'11", and then they'll drop you down to 207 before you ship out, which I think is awesome. But that's just a little bit. That's what's been going on in my life. Not a lot more has been happening, to be honest. I mean, I'll probably talk a little more on the friends I've made and everything that's happened. So, yeah, I will definitely 100% make more podcasts with more guests, talk to my buddies like as a catch-up type thing, which will be awesome. So, just let me know what you guys think of this being on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. Tell me everything. I will try to post more, like at least one to three every week, or at least one every week. We'll see how it goes. So anyways, this has been Brad on Storytime with Brad, and we'll see you in the next podcast. Peace out.